I think this will be some fine golf we're going to witness today. He's currently in first place. And he's probably going to like that. And pretty sure he's going to like that. From 115 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. This putt's right around a 9-footer. And that one goes in for the bird. And starting the round off today at 1 under. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And there's a long bomb, folks. Look at that. And now this shot coming out of the rough. Well, at least this lie will be better than the last. Oh my goodness, that was close. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, that's going to put him up to even par. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. And this is looking fairway bound. And this lie is currently in the rough. And that approach has found the green, but there will be a lot of work to do to sink the next putt. This putt's about 3 feet away. And the par putt will drop. And he's still at the top of the leaderboard after that one. And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off. Three wood in action here. Setting up for a 39-foot putt here. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. That one will drop for par. Okay, and he's still in first place, ladies and gentlemen. And now teeing off on the par 5. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. From 120 yards out. Going with the 9-iron. And about 22 feet to the cup from here. And that one will drop for birdie. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And moving on to the 6th here. Going with the 8-iron. And this putt is for birdie. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And as we check the standings, he's still holding down first place after that one. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And going with the 9 iron. And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt. And that one goes for birdie. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. And the 8th hole is next. And a promising looking shot here. This could be good. It's heading for the green here. And that approach is on the green. Quite a long putt ahead. And that'll drop for birdie. And he's still in first place after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th. I think this shot might be a bit long. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. Ooh, inches away. And about 6 feet away. And that putt's gonna drop for par. Well, folks, he's in first place now, but there's lots more golf to be played. This is gonna get interesting. And with that, folks, our broadcast comes to an end. And we say goodbye to you, and thanks for tuning in. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm giving you all of the welcomes for joining us today here at this event, brought to you by the TGC Network. And first round action is upon us here, folks. Let's get down to the first tee, pick up from there. And with that, the first drive of the event is away. And this for the birdie. This putt's about a 2-footer. And the par putt will drop. And starting the round off with a par. And now let's move to the second hole. And this is heading directly at the water hazard. And he's taking this one through some branches from 18 feet away. This putt's about 5 feet from the cup. Ooh. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And now the third hole tee off. And here's the 3-wood. Setting this one up in the green side rough. about 19 feet to the cup. And now let's take a look and see how things are going on the leaderboard. And unfortunately, he will go down in the standings after that one. All right, here's the fourth hole. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. And about 150 yards to the pin here. And this shot he's taken through the branches. And this one's for birdie. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And that hole is going to allow him to move up in the standings. And here we are on the fifth. And going with the 6-iron. Well, that's no good as far as approaches go. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that one will drop for the bogey. And in today's event, the score to beat is 1 under currently. And setting up for the par 5 hole. Well, I think this one's going to find short grass. And it looks like he's going through the branches here on this one. From 225 yards. Going with the 3-wood here. This one's about 6 feet away. And that one will drop for par. And it looks like he moved down in the rankings after that hole. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And here's an 8-iron. It sounds like he's going through the branches here. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, that would have been good. And this one's about 3 feet from the cup. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. And unfortunately, he's going to move down in the standings after that one. And now teeing off on the par 3 hole. And this is looking a bit long, I think. Too much club. And I think he will be happy with that. And this putt could save par. And a nice putt. And he's moving on up on the leaderboard after that hole. And on to the 9th hole. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And about 19 feet to go here. Oh my, and that was a solid attempt at a very daunting putt. And he's already looking towards the next round of action, I think, trying to figure out what he can do to get up that leaderboard. And that is it for me here, folks, from all of us here at the TGC Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Hello and welcome to One and All. My name is John McCarthy, and I couldn't be happier that you chose to join us for this event here on the TGC Network. Second round action is about to begin, and we are ready to roll. Let's go. Ooh, I think he might clear the green on this one. Now he's on the green. Time for putting. And this one's for birdie. Oh. This one's about 3 feet away. And that one drops for par. And starting the round off at even par. And now the second hole. Here's a 9-iron. I was going right through the brush on this one. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And that one drops for par. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now let's move to the third hole. Going with the 5-wood. And he's taking this through some brush here. Okay, he's putting now. And this for the birdie. And that putt drops. And he's going to move up in the standings after that hole. And now the fourth hole. Ooh, look at that drive go. And he's taking this one through some branches. And about 165 yards to the pin. And that looks like a 5-iron. All right, and he's on the green. Looking like 8 feet to the cup here. Ooh, and just inches away. This one looks about 4 feet. And that one's going to go for par. And with that, he finds himself tied for the top spot. Okay, let's see what the 5th has in store for us. Going with the 6-iron. Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here. "22 feet to the cup." Oh, I thought that one was gonna be in. Oh man, and that drops for bogey. And he will fall out of first place after that one. And moving on to the 6th. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And this shot he's taken through the branches. And from 175 yards out. here's a hybrid shot. Too much club, I think. And this to save par. Solid putt. And they will stay in second place after that hole. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. Going with the 9-iron here. And he can't be pleased with himself after that one. Let's see how this next shot goes. Out of the rough. This one's about a 7-footer. Ooh, it looked close, but just didn't go. And that performance has led him to go down in the standings. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. I think he tried to dial in a fade on that one, but just didn't end up working. And this one's a 9-footer. Oh, and I thought that was gonna go. And after that hole, currently sitting at 4 over for the day. And now the 9th hole. And he's probably not too happy about that one. Looks like he's going through some trees. And that shot is back in the fairway. And about 115 yards to the pin. This shot looks bound for the beach, folks. Well, I don't think they meant to do that on the approach. And that was just a nice little sand shot, very close now. And tapping it in to end the round with a par. And he will no doubt be going over this round in his head as he preps his game plan for the next round. I can't wait to see the results of that. And that's gonna do it for us here, folks. We are concluding our broadcast, but not before thanking you for tuning in, and hope to see you here next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready for some golf because it's almost guaranteed to be a good time here on the TGC Network. We have final round action just about to kick off. We're going to go down to that first hole tee off now and tell you all about it. And it looks like he's going through the branches here on this one. And there could be some extra strokes ahead here, folks. "14 feet away." Ooh, and that was very close. It just didn't drop. And starting today's round off at 3 over. And now let's see what this second hole has in store. Going with the 9-iron. And no good. Going right through the brush on this one. And about 17 feet left to go. it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on that leaderboard. And that hole is going to result in him moving down in the standings. And now let us see what the third hole has in store. And here's the 3-wood. You know, sounds like he's going through the branches here. Too much club on that one. And that shot was a bit of all right. That is some fantastic work getting out of a very bad lie. And that putt will go for par. And he's going to move up on the leaderboard after that one. And now we find ourselves at the 4th hole tee off. And this shot's looking promising. And he's taking this through some brush here. And about 170 yards out. I think that's a 5-iron. And missing the approach on that one. From 15 feet. Ooh, and that one's very, very close. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that putt's going to drop for the bogey. And after that one, they're currently sitting at 6 over for the day. And now setting up on the par 3. And looks like a 6-iron. And nothing to write home about on that approach shot. Oh, that's bad luck there. And this puts about 3 feet away. And now let's take a look at the action on the leaderboard. And after that, 7 over par for the day. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. It appears to be heading for the fairway here. And he's going through the branches here, folks. From here, about 225 to the pin. Going with the 3-wood. Oop, looks like he's going through the branches here. And I had a feeling that shot was pushed. Setting up here green side, but in the rough. This one's about 6 feet away. And that putt drops for bogey. And he's going to move down in the standings after that hole. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. Going with the 9-iron. Oh, and he's going through the branches here. Okay, and setting up here in the rough. And that's never what you want to see, still in that bunker. And hopefully this rough doesn't cause too much trouble here. We are green side from 19 feet away. And right into the cup. And after that one, he's fallen in the standings. And now the 8th hole. And I think this shot might have a bit too much club. Too much club on that, I think. And to save par. Oh goodness, that was almost in. And about 14 feet to the cup. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And finishing this one with a good putt. And 15 over after that one. Okay, and on to the 9th. And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff. And about a deuce and a half away here. "21 feet to the cup from here." And it's about a few feet from the cup. And that putt drops on in for par. And as this event comes to an end, I think he's probably looking towards the next event. And with that, we say thank you to you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, and we are about to play some golf here on the TGC network. And our first round action is about to go down. Let's get down to the first tee, see how this unfolds. And all kinds of possibilities ahead here, folks. Looking forward to it. And he's taking this one through some branches. And now setting up from the rough. That shot seems to have landed in the rough again. And back into the fairway after that shot, and the green is in play. And about 16 feet left to go. Ooh, almost. About 13 feet away. And that putt will drop. And starting the day off at 2 over. And so far today, the score to beat is even par. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And he will like that. From here, about 190 yards. That looks like the hybrid. Just too much club. And to save par. Ooh. And this is right around the 8-foot mark. Just missing here. And about 6 feet to go here. Ooh, that one's, that's too bad. And that one will drop. And after that one, he's unfortunately going to be moving down in the standings. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. here's the 3 wood. And about 10 feet to go here. Oh my gracious, that was close. 5 feet to go here. And that'll be for bogey. And as we look at the leaderboard, our current leader today is sitting at 1 under. That's the score to beat. All right, here's the 4th hole. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. "21 feet to go." This putt's about 3 feet away. And the putt will drop. And he is moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Okay, and here is the 5th hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And sorry to mislead you folks, but I did not see that going into the rough. And he's probably not too happy about that. Now let's see what can be done here with this lie. And I think it'll be a bit easier to hit from here. This is heading towards the green. 14 feet away. Oh my goodness, just missed. It's about 6 feet to go here. And a decent putt. And after that one, he has gone down in the standings. And now setting up for the par 4. Well, so far so good for this one. And about 125 yards to the pin. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, that's not what you want for your approach. Looking like 9 feet to the cup. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's about 3 feet to the cup from here. Alright, let's take a peek at the leaderboard now. Alright, and our leader and the score to beat today is currently even par. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And he's got to be happy with that. And from 165 yards. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. Bit too much club on that. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. And that putt drops for par. And it looks like he moved down on the leaderboard after that one. And teeing off on this par 3. And going with the 6-iron. All right, and he's on. And this one's for birdie. Nice little putt. And unfortunately, he's going to move down in the standings after that one. And on to the 9th hole. This one's looking pretty good so far. And about 180 yards to the pin. Looks like the hybrid is on display here. A bit too much club on that one. This one's about 10 feet from the cup. And that will be for bogey. And he's definitely looking towards his final round to prove himself, and I can't wait to see what exactly goes down. And folks, that's all she wrote for us here today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy. So glad you could join us for